Hey everybody, welcome back. So this one is just a quick mail call video. I got about 5 packages to open up, but some of the other packages here are some crazy key issues. I've got first appearances of some major characters in comic book universe. So let's just get this one out of the way though. This is just, more me trying to fill up some of my set of the Green Lantern. So, and there's a girl on there that had a bunch of these on Facebook for super cheap. So I picked them up, and these are just ones I didn't have. And a lot of it's just the Kyle Rayner series of Green Lantern, the stuff from the 90s up to today. If I can get to this, it looks like she kind of put them in here kind of funky. So let's see if I can get them all turned around. That's alright. Let's just go through it real quick. This is Green Lantern number 11. Looks like a little bit of Guy Gardner with some Gnort in there. Number 12. This is quite a cool looking issue because it's just a big old close up of Gnort. Number 13. Number 14. And number 15. Looks like this is a big John Stewart arc to the story. Number 16. And these are not in perfect condition, but they will do. Some of them are better than others. Like this is a really good condition issue. Number 19. Number 20. Now, I think this is the first appearance of Boudica. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Green Lantern story, but Boudica was, a Green Lantern that was around for a while. Number 21. Number 22 is, I guess, a Star Sapphire. It's kind of an interesting take on Star Sapphire. And she also had this one in there, number 49. So I decided to pick that up just because, it's kind of a bigger issue. There's a little bit of a dent on one of the corners, so I'll probably end up partnering that up with something else to sell. But, I just picked it up because it was cheap and I knew I could make a little bit of my money back on some of these other comic books. And then I picked up this one she had. This is actually a Silver Age. This is Green Lantern number 192. So super stoked to get that because I don't have that issue, and I'm definitely trying to fill up that set as well. And then Guy Gardner number 3, just because I don't have a lot of these Guy Gardner issues, and he's technically a Green Lantern, but for a while he didn't have a Green Lantern ring, so he kind of had like a yellow power ring that had nothing to do with Sinestro Corps, but it was like his own kind of thing. Gonna have to go through that to kind of figure out what that was. But yeah, moving on. Let's see which one is going to be the first key issue we get to. Some of these I'm super excited to get because some of these are big, giant, like big deal in the comic book world. As far as, especially if you see some of the shows that are out these days. Oh yeah, here we go. This one is New Teen Titans number 1. Now, I used to have this issue a long time ago, but I think one of my old childhood friends stole it from me. But this is, back when New Teen Titans, and this is kind of the second appearance of some of these guys, like Raven and Starfire and Cyborg, I think. And there's Changeling and Robin, and this is his called Changeling before he's called Beast Boy, and Kid Flash, and so that's kind of cool to get. Actually, the original copy of that I used to have, I found it at Goodwill for like $1. So I guess it's not too bad that I lost it. And I got this one for really cheap, so that's good. But moving on, let's see what we got here. And again, getting more of these cool comic book shippers that I love. All these comic book shippers. Let's see, what is this one? Looks like this is... Oh, yeah. Here's a major key issue. It's cool. Hey, this guy gave me a bunch of cardboard backings, and I need a bunch of cardboard backings because you never can have too many of these bad boys. But this is a huge key issue because just like that issue we just looked at, this is actually DC Comics Presents Superman and Green Lantern number 26. And what is the significance of this? This is the first appearance of the New Teen Titans. So this actually is the first appearance of Raven, first appearance of Cyborg, and the first appearance of Starfire. Starfire. So that's kind of a huge key issue. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Titans show. It's on HBO Max. It's a really good show, but it's got all these guys in it. But it's also cool that it's also a Green Lantern and Superman issue. And I guess in the back, it's the back of this issue. It says somewhere, Bonus introducing the new Teen Titans in a special free 16-page comic, which is probably in there somewhere. So I'm going to have to open that up and check that out. I'll probably do like a thing on that eventually with that and that last Teen Titans issue. Just kind of show you guys what is inside of those comic books. Alright, moving on. I don't know if this is, I don't know if I haven't got another key issue today, but I might have. I know there's one or two other keys that I'm waiting for to get in the mail. We'll see if we get one of those here now. This one did not get packed very well because they see it's a little bit bent out of shape in there. So that's a little disappointing. Hopefully it didn't ruin the comic further than it may have already been. I've been buying these kind of cheap comics anyway. So this one's kind of, I guess not too bad. I guess the barcode was already kind of a little messed up. So I guess that's why I got this for super cheap. But it's this Web of Spider-Man number 119. Scarlet Spider fighting against Venom. And this is the first appearance of Kane, which is one of Spider-Man's clones. So this is kind of a cool key issue. And it's signed by, I forget who it's signed by, but it's signed by somebody. I don't know if it's the artist or the writer or somebody, but it's definitely signed. I forget what it was. Yeah, because I remember seeing that it was signed when I bought it, but yeah, whatever. It's a little messed up. And then lastly but not leastly, let's see what we got here. Hopefully this is something exciting, right? I guess it's kind of hard to beat that Teen Titans issue. This one's going to be a little bit more harder to open. Hopefully I can get it up without ruining anything. Alright. Come on. Of course, it's going to be difficult on me. As usual. It's kind of a weak shipper, too. I don't know, this guy's just kind of like a super thin little cardboard shipper. What did we get? Oh, yeah. This actually is a really cool key issue. This is the first cameo appearance of Mystique. And if you're familiar with the X-Men, Mystique is, the blue chick that can change her form into any other character that she wants. And this is the first cameo appearance of hers. So it's just, it probably just shows her on like one page real quick. But yeah, it's Miss Marvel number 16. And I actually have Miss Marvel 17 and 18 on order in the mail, and that's the second cameo appearance and then the first full appearance of Mystique. So look forward to seeing those coming up soon. It's kind of a cool issue of the old Miss Marvel, and this series only lasted up to issue number 23, I believe. And issue number 20, she gets a new costume, and then they have a few issues, and then it got canceled. But they actually put those the next couple of issues out later on, like 10 years later, maybe 20 years later, even almost like, because they were written in the 70s, and then finally in the 90s they put out those comic books because they were drawn and they were written, but they canceled it before they were able to make those. But they eventually put them out, and it actually, what was supposed to be issue number 25 is actually there's supposed to be the real first appearance of Rogue, and I actually have that coming in the mail as well. Oh yeah, almost forgot too. I had to show you guys this action figure. This is from that guy that I got just that last stuff from as well. And this one I got for a very particular reason, because I usually don't collect a whole lot of Silver Surfer. But this Silver Surfer just happened to come with, of course, his surfboard, and it comes with Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. And as you may have known, or if you don't know, in the very end of the King of Black series that I was talking about, Venom basically gets the Silver Surfer surfboard, and he gets Thor's hammer, which is crazy because almost no Marvel characters in the history of Marvel have ever held Thor's hammer besides, a couple of scattered people like Captain America, stuff like that. But yeah, so Venom summons the hammer, summons the surfboard, which nobody's ever done, slaps them together, creates this brand new weapon, and that's how he's able to go and fight and defeat Null in the end. So that's pretty crazy. So I basically got this Silver Surfer so I could take the surfboard, take the hammer, and put it in the hands of a Venom figure and have it kind of be like a cool little display for the King of Black, which would be amazing. And hopefully one day they make a Marvel Legend figure of Null, basically the original god of the symbiotes. Because now Venom is the new god of the symbiotes, so as appropriate, we get these little accessories to go with him. Alrighty, but that's all I've got for now. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.